सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहं पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदीम्। शांति। हरि ओम समझे। हरि ओम।
हरि ओम।
In last class we saw Tulyasya Prayatnam Savarnam, this sutra. In that we saw Savarna Saudhnya is happening. This Savarna Saudhnya is Videya. So whom this Savarna Saudhnya is being given? So those who have same place of articulation and same efforts taken to the to pronounce those letters. So for those letters this Savarna Saudhnya is given. And then one Vartika we saw Ru Varnayoho Mitha Savarnyam Macham. Ru and Ru, both these letters should be considered as Savarna to each other. Means they are as though we can understand they are from same family. That's way we can, in that way we can understand. Then the places were mentioned first, that what is the Uchcharana Sthana. So, Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kantaha. So how this Akuha Visarjaniya should be understood, that we saw a ku means the whole kavarga, then ha, then Visarjaniya means Visarga. Their place of articulation is Kantha. Ichu Yasha, I, Chavarga, Ya and Sha, they have Talu. Then Ru, Tu means Tavarga, Ra means Ra, Sha means Murdhanya Sha, they have same place of articulation which is Murdha. Lutul Asanam Dantaha, L, Tavarga, La and Sa, their place of articulation is Danta, Upupadmaniya. Ukara, Pavarga and Upadmaniya, their place of articulation is Oshthav, means lips. Then Yamangananam Nasika. Cha, Nyamanganana, though they belong to all these 5 vargas, they have their own place of articulation, but they will be pronounced also with nose. So Nasika is also included in that. Therefore Nasika Cha, it is said. Then Edaitoho Kantatalu. Et and Ait. These letters we had seen that Et and Ait have the same place of articulation, and we just that time we saw this ta, we have to ignore. Just ignore this ta. Just understand that, consider it just A and I, O and O. That much only we have to understand. So Edai Toho Kantha Talu. What is their place of articulation? So Kantha and Talu, these 2 places of articulation. Then Odau Toho Kanthostham. Okar and Aukar have same place of articulation, which is Kantha and Oshtha. Vakara, Danta and Oshtha means lips and teeth. Jivvamuliya means the Visarga, when it is pronounced, when it comes before Ka and Kha, these 2 letters, then that Visarga is pronounced half, and that particular pronunciation is called Jivvamuliya. Jivvamuliya. So that what is the place of articulation of it? Jivva Mula means the last part of Jivva. Then Nasika Anuswarasya. Nose is the place of articulation of what? Anuswara. Then Yatnahad Vidha. So far till this the places of articulations were mentioned. Now Yatnaha, the efforts what we take to pronounce those letters, those are described here. So Yatnaha Dvidha Abhyantara Bahyacha. So inner efforts and outer efforts, that's how we can say. Abhyantara Prayatna and Bahya Prayatna. So Adya means Abhyantara Prayatna, the inner efforts are 5 types of. Adya Panchadha. Adya means the first one, the former one, is of 5 types, panchadha. What are those? Sprushta, ishat sprushta, ishat vivruta, vivruta samvruta bhedat. So those are the 5 types. Now which effort belongs to which letter? That discussion begins with this tatra. Tatra, among those all 5 different types of efforts. Sprushtam, the first effort goes to sparshas. Those letters which are named as sparsha, they have the efforts which is named as sprushta. So prayatana, prayatna, yatna, these are the synonyms. So prayatanam, sprushtam prayatanam, the effort which is named as sprushta belongs to whom? Sparsha letters, sparshanam. It is of sparsha letters. What are those sparsha letters? So here, Kadayo Mavasana, this line we came here and we saw Kadayo Mavasanam Sparshaha, means the letters beginning with K, ending with M, whatever is coming in between these letters are named as Sparshaha. So what are those letters? So that we saw here. Here, beginning from K till M, whatever those 25 letters are coming, those to pronounce those letters, we need inner prayatna, inner effort, which is named as sprushta here. The first effort, sprushtam prayatanam sparshanam. Then ishat sprushta belongs to antastha. What are those antastha letters? So here it is said, yan, whatever the letters are coming in this pratyahara, yan, in this yan pratyahara, what are those? Ya, va, ra, la. These 4 letters are named as antastha. They are named as antastha, and of them, inner effort of them is ishat sprushta. Is ishat sprushta. Shala ushmanaha, beginning from sh till la, whatever letters are coming in between sh, sha, sa, ha, they are named as ushmanaha. Now, why this ushmanaha coming? So here the next effort will be talked. Ishat vivrutam ushmanam. The Ishat vivruta effort belongs to whom? So ushma letters. Then vivrutam swaranam. The vivruta effort belongs to swaras, all the vowels. Achaha swaraha. What are those swaras? Swaras are mentioned here. Of swaras, effort, inner effort is vivruta. What are those swaras? So achaha are the swaras. Ach pratyahara, whatever is beginning, whatever is coming between a and cha in the 14 Maheshwara Sutras are named as swaras. Here it is said. Then ak, apav. Now here you have to see little bit. Till this we saw, and then hrasva varnasya prayoge samvrutam, hrasva avarnasya, akara, which is hrasva, when it is used in language, then it has effort named samvruta. And when the prakriya is being performed, means we are making some form of verb or root or whatever, during that period of time, that akara is not samvruta, but the efforts which are used to pronounce that akara is vivruta. Prakriya dashayam tu vivrutam. Prayoge in the prayoga dashayam samvrutam, prakriya dashayam vivrutam. Iti avagantavya. Now bahya prayatnaha, abhyantara prayatna got over here. Now bahya prayatnas are being discussed. What are those bahya prayatnas? So bahya prayatnaha tu ekadashadha. This tu is being used. Just ignore that tu for some time. Bahya prayatnaha ekadashadha. This much let's understand. So outer efforts, we can say, are 11 types of. What are those efforts? Vivaraha, samvaraha, shwasaha, nadaha, ghoshaha, aghoshaha, alpa pranaha, mahapranaha, udatta, anudatta, swaritaha, cha iti. We already saw this udatta, anudatta and swarita. Now we are supposed to see this Vivara, Samvara, Shwasa, Nada, Ghosha, Aghosha, Alpa Prana, Mahaprana. And then Udatta and Udatta Swarita also we will revise once. Now, Vivara, this particular Bahya Prayatna belongs to whom? So, here, Kharaha, Vivaraha, Shwasaha, Aghoshaha cha. Now, Vivara, this one. Then Shwasa, this one. And then Aghosha, here, this one is Aghosha. This just Akara is just let's understand. Akara is with that Avagraha symbol. So Aghosha. So these three efforts belong to whom? They belong to Khar letter. So let's here I will type Khar, which are Kha, Pha, Cha, Tha, Tha, Cha, and then Pa. Khar. This pratyahara has these letters Kha, Pha, Cha, Tha, Tha, Cha, Ta, Ta, Ka, Pa. Sorry, sorry, Sha, Sha, and then Sa. Just this last three, I will color in different way. We will discuss them later. Let's see what is this Kha, Pha, Cha, Ta, Tha and Ka, Pa, Cha, Ta, Tha. Kha, Pa, Cha, Ta, Tha, Cha, Ta, Tha, Ka, Pa. So if we see this Kha, Pha, Cha, Tha and Tha. This way, the second letter comes till this Tha. The order is different. If we read in this chart, it is just the second letter of all groups. Kha, Cha, Tha, Tha, Pha. They are in different order. Kha, Pha, Cha, Tha, Tha. So Kha here, then Pha, then Cha, then Tha, and then Tha. That's how it is coming. Then Cha, Ta, Ta, Ka, Pa. The next sutra is Cha, then Ta, then Ta, then Pa, and then Ka. So till this Pa, actually speaking, first and second letter from all five groups is taken. And then these last three letters, Sha, Sha, Sa, here, they are coming here. And therefore, they are painted in one particular color. The reason behind giving these colors is this. So, Ka, Pa, Cha, Ta, Tha, Kha, Pa, Cha, Ta, Tha and Sha, Sha, Sa have the same efforts. The Bahya Prayatna is same. Of their Bahya Prayatna is Vivara, Shwasa, Aghosha. Vivara, Shwasa and Aghosha. Copy. Vivara, Shwasa and Aghosha. These are the Bahya Prayatnas which belong to these letters. Kha, Pha, Cha, Tha, Tha, Ka, Pa, Cha, Ta, Tha and Sha, Sha, Sa. So these are the letters. So Vivara, Shwasa, Aghosha. Among 11 Bahya Prayatnas, these three belong to Aghosha. These letters. Now the next line. Kharo, Vivaraha, Shwasaha, Agoshaha. Now, the Pratna, Vivaraha, Shwasaha, Agoshaha, those letters have these efforts. Hashaha, Samvaraha, Nadaha, Ghoshaha. So those letters are being called as Samvara letter, Nada letter or Ghosha letter. Actually, they are describing them. But maybe after Samasa, we will understand how they are becoming kind of adjective or the names of them. So hashah, hush means what? So hush pratyahara we have to see. Hush. Hashah, samvara, nada, ghosha. Ya, va, ra, la, nya, ma, cha, bha, gha, ba, da, ja, ba, ga, da. Here sha comes, jabagada dash. So till this we have to read. Hayavara la yamangana na jabha ghada dha jabagada da. These many letters are considered as samvara, adha, ghosha, ghosha. Vivara shwas aghosh, kachadtapa, khachadtapa, shashasa, and then samvara nada ghosh, hayavara la yamangana na jabha ghada dha jabagada da. Now let's see how or where these letters are coming. Ha, ya, va, ra, la. These first four letters are brown in color. These ya, ra, la, va, ha. They are in just different order. Here ha, ya, va, ra, la. They are in this order. Then yamangana na. These are the nasal consonants which are colored as red. Then jha, bha, gha, dha, dha. Ja, ba, ga, da, da. Again, jha, bha, ga, dha, dha. All the fourth letters are till this dha. Jha, then bha, then gha, then dha, and then dha. Then ja, ba, ga, da, da is ja. Here it comes ja, then ba, then ga, then da, and then da. So third and fourth, and ya, ra, la, va, ha plus nasal consonants, they are they have the bahya prayatna named as samvara, then nada, and then ghosha. These three pratyas, prayatnas. Samvara, nada, ghosha. Yes, Swamiji.
What is the meaning of the word samvaraha or vivaraha? Means what is this varaha? Like we know what is shwasaha, nadaha. But varaha means?
Actually, vara means where it gets spread. That's how you are taught. Samvara and vivara, where the in the kantha part, in the kantha, one place is there, kakalaka it is considered, or it is called kakalaka something. It gets spread and it gets shrinked. So that is samvara and vivara. That's how it was explained.
So vivara is that which spreads or not? Samvara
samvara should be spread. Means samvara is a spread. Vivara is akunchana, where you do. Yes, Swamiji.
Hara is all hard consonants.
All the hard consonants.
So, and that is vivara. So that is where the spreading is, and akunchana, the contraction should be in the
soft letters.
Okay.
Now, varganam of all five varga, kachata tapa. This varganam means of these five groups. Ka, cha, ta, ta, pa. Of these five groups, of these five vargas. Varganam prathama, tritiya, and panchama. Let's understand. Prathama, tritiya, and panchama. So prathama means first letter. Tritiya means this third, and Panchama means 5, the fifth one. Kachatatapa, Gajadadava, and Ngayananama. These letters, Varganam, Prathama, Tritiya, and Panchama. Now it is being talked about these 3 letters from all groups, from all Vargas. Panchamaha, Prathama, Tritiya, Panchamaha, first, third, and fifth. And Yanaha cha. Yanaha means what? Yavarala. Hayavarat Lan. These are the 14 in Maheshwar Sutras here. So Yan, if we start with this Ya, is beginning with Ya, then Yavara and then La. So these 4 letters, first, third, fifth, and Yavarala. These 4 letters together, they are being taught. Prathama, Tritiya, Panchama, and Yan means Yavarala. They are considered as Alpa Prana. Means when they are pronounced, they need Alpa means little. Prana means the ear, what we use to pronounce those letters. So when they are getting pronounced, we use the little amount of ear to pronounce them. So Varganam of all 5 groups, Prathama means first, Tritiya third, Panchama means fifth, Yan, Yavarala, they are considered as Alpa Prana. This one Prayatna. Now Varganam of 5 groups, Dvitiya means second, Chaturtha means fourth. Dvitiya, second and fourth, and Shal, Sha, Sha, Sa, Ha. Sha, Sha, Sa, and Ha. These letters are called Mahapranaha. They are called Mahapranaha. So we saw Vivara, Shwasa, and Aghosha as pronunciation, as Bahya Prayatnas of Khar, that means Khachadtapa, Khachadtapa, and Shashasa. Then Samvara, Nada, and Ghosha of Gajardaba, Ngayananama, and Yaralavaha. Then Alpa Prana as of first letter, then third letter, then fifth letter, and then Yaralava, which are Antasthas. So these are called Mahapranaha. Varganam Dvitiya and Chaturtha. Now the second and the fourth, and plus Sha, Sha, Sa, and Ha. These 4 are considered as Mahapranaha. They are named as Mahapranaha, or their Prayatna is Mahaprana Prayatna. So till this pronunciation, Bahya Prayatnas, we finished. Vivara, Samvara, Shwasa, Nada, Ghosha, Aghosha, Alpa Prana, and Mahaprana. These efforts are covered. Now remaining Udatta, Anudatta, and Swarita. So Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, here they are not given, because Udatta, Anudatta, Swarita, whom do they belong? So that discussion was already there. We already saw that Udatta, Anudatta, and Swarita, these 3 Bahya Prayatnas, they belong to Ach, means Swaras, to all Swaras. So how those efforts belong to those vowels, that also we saw. Now Kadayo Mavasana Sparshaha, from Ka to Ma, they are named as Sparsha. Yana, Antastha, Yaralava are named as Antastha letters. Shala, Ushmanaha means Sha, Sha, Sa, and Ha are named as Ushma Varna. Achaha, Swaraha, all Ach means A, E, U, Rul, Ru, A, O, I, Ouch, till Cha. Whatever letters are coming, they are named as Swaraha. Now Ak and Ak. These are Kakhabhyam Prag Ardha Visarga Sadrusho Jivva Mulya. Stuti ji had asked that where is it written like half Visarga, and I was searching it in Bal Manorama, but it is already in text. Just yesterday I didn't see. I was searching in Bal Manorama, but it is the direct line from Mula Grantha only. What is this? Just we will see. Now the explanation what we saw for Jihva Mulya is this explanation, is this. Whatever is later written here, like these two lines, is named as Jihva Mulya. And when it is written before pa and fa, it is named as Upadmaniya. One example, let's write here. Suppose Savarna, here itself I will write Savarna, and then I will write Kantha. Now here, this is the Visarga which is getting followed by Ka. Now in this situation, the Visarga which is coming after this Na, Savarna, this Visarga will be pronounced like half Visarga, not the full pronunciation will be there. So Savarnaha, Kantaha, this is general pronunciation, but there is one rule. With that rule, we will change the pronunciation of that Visarga and it will be pronounced like Savarnak Kantaha. Now this time, the second time, the Visarga is not pronounced fully. The way generally it is pronounced, it is not pronounced in that way. We just cut the half of its pronunciation. Prak, so kakabhyam prak, kakabhyam. So before ka and kha, prak, here the half word is there, ka, prag. Ardha visarga sadrusha. Ardha means half, visarga means visarga. So ardha visarga means like half visarga. Sadrusha means like. Sadrusha means like. Visarga sadrusha means like visarga. What type of visarga? So ardha visarga sadrusha, like half visarga. This which is written here, which comes before ka and kha, which is pronounced like half visarga, is named as Jihva Mulya. That is the name given. So that which is written like this comes before ka and kha, pronounced like half visarga, named as Jihva Mulya. Now when it comes or when it is written, for that there is sutra. So then we will see that how it will happen. But when it happens at that time, that is, now generally we don't write them because we just, whenever we see visarga and this type of condition, whenever we see, that time we just pronounce it. We just read it as this letter, like ardha visarga. We do not write. Earlier they used to write, somewhere in old texts it is written also. So it is not generally written, but it is understood and we pronounce them when we are chanting or when we are reading Sanskrit or even when we are speaking. So this is the line Jihva Mulya. What is Jihva Mulya? So it is explained here. Now up and up, like it is written here. It cannot be pronounced like without before vowel. They are always dependent upon the previous vowel. So actually I cannot pronounce this. Really speaking, I cannot pronounce this letter because it needs vowel before it to be pronounced. Here I can pronounce this one I can pronounce because before it there is a which is there inside pa. So pup I can read like this, but this one cannot be read. So now what is now same line just is getting repeated. They are written here and they are coming before pa and pha. Papabhyam, pa, phabhyam, prak before ardha visarga sadrusha means which is like half visarga. Upadmaniya, it is named as Upadmaniya. It is named as Upadmaniya. And aha iti achaha parau anuswara visargau. So this I think these two lines are clear. It is just name which is given to these particular letters which are not generally written, which are just understood with pronunciation. We understand them with pronunciation. We pronounce also them without mentioning them. And then last one, the last line is aha iti achaha parau anuswara visargam. This line, let's understand what is this line. So and aha. Here I will type. It is here is actually a plus anuswara. Can't be written separately. I will try to write with something. We'll just write one star, which is generally written above the line. This whatever the point is given here above is anuswara, which is again cannot be pronounced without a vowel. There has to be any vowel before it, then only it can be pronounced. How is it pronounced? So it is pronounced with nose, with nasika. That the place of articulation we already saw. Nasika anuswarasya. Here it is the line. Nasika means nose. Nasika is the place of articulation of which letter? So anuswarasya, of anuswara. Then got over. The explanation of is this. Then aha, which is written here like this, which is a plus this visarga, means two dots which are given after the vowel. This also is the letter which cannot be pronounced without vowel before it. If there is no vowel before it, it cannot be pronounced. So it again depends upon the previous vowel. So and aha, iti, thus or these, achaha, parau, these which are after ach. After ach means after vowel. These two letters which are after ach. Here we have taken just a. So any vowel you can take, and after this when they come after this, or wherever we see this and aha or this anuswara and visarga after vowels, they are named as anuswara. First one is named as anuswara and second one is named as visarga. Parau means those who are after them. So iti achaha parau anuswara visargau. Now here the sandhi has taken place. Parau anuswara visargau. Ayadesh sandhi has happened. Later, once we see that anuswara sandhi, then it will be easy to understand how it is split like parau and plus anuswara visarga. But this is how it is split. So anuswara and visarga, what are the anuswaras and visargas? Those are which are preceded by ach, means by vowels, and pronounced like this and like nasal consonant like ma and like hakara, and they are named as anuswara and visarga. That is the meaning of this line. So till this, whatever we saw, except this, the which we saw that we will keep them aside. Apart from that, is there anything that we have means there is no clarity in the line? If not, then we can just go to the next sutra. Sorry, to the next explanation, because we will go to the chart. Too many things we saw, too many places of articulations, abhyantara prayatna, bahya prayatna. Then that Laghu Moolam has nice chart. We will go to that. Till these lines, is there any line that there is no clarity in one of those lines? Is my screen visible?
Yes, but can you make it a little bigger, please?
Yeah, I will make it bigger. This much?
Yeah, thank you.
So these lines are clear, no doubt in any one of those lines. Okay. Or should I just revise all the lines? Or maybe we will have a look of that chart which is given in Laghu Moolam, which is helpful. I will stop the sharing and now screen is visible. I have shared the Laghu Moolam document. Is it visible?
No, I'm only
No?
seeing you.
We all have Laghu document. We can open in our own thing.
Okay, sorry. Their page number 13. This two charts are given. So first chart is Varna Udbhava Sthana Koshtakam. Koshtakam, the chart, table. Varna Udbhava. Varna means letter. Udbhava means creation. Sthana means place. Koshtakam means table. The table of the places of creation of words. That's how can be translated. So a, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. This is ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. A means a, ku, ha, visarjaniya. So akuha visarjaniya nam kantha. So this is a, then ku means whole kavarga, then ha, and then visarjaniya kantha. Ichu yashanam talu is second column. Rutu rashanam, ru vowel, ta, tha, da, dha, na, ra and sha. They have place of articulation named as murdha. Then lutulasanam dantaha, lu later. This is not the actual way of writing lu, because earlier they didn't have the proper. They have changed now. Here, what we have typed, that is the lu of writing style. Then ta, tha, da, dha, na, la and sa. They have danta, upupadmaniyanam oshthav. So u is u, then pa, pha, ba, bha, ma, pu means pa varga. And now upadmaniya, they have not written upadmaniya this word. Rather, they have directly written these two lines just now we saw. That is visarga coming before these letters. And it is written like this and pronounced like half visarga. They are named as upadmaniya. So they belong to oshtha sthana. Yamangana na nasikacha. So here Yamangana nanam, they have their own place of articulation plus nasika. Anuswara has just nasika. That much change we have to make, or we can just note that Yamangana na, these first 5 letters have their own place of articulation, which is kantha, talu, murdha, danta, oshtha plus nasika. Whereas nasal, the anuswara has just nasika. Then A and I has kantha talu, ka and ta, it is written. Then O and O has kantha and oshtha, vakara, danta and oshtha. And then jivva muli is given separately. Jivva muli, yeah. The jivva, the place of articulation of jivva muli is jivva mula. So varnaha, here varnaha means letters, sthanani, places of articulation. So this is the first chart where the places of articulations are mentioned.
Instead of mu, it says mru.
Ji Swamiji, instead of?
Huh. Instead of mu, it says mri.
No, jivva. Jivva muli only should be.
Right.
Where Swamiji, where is it coming?
In the chart.
In the chart.
No, not here. Up.
Okay, up.
Yeah, bus.
The horizontal column. Kanta, talu, muda, that one.
Swamiji, I think that is how they must have when they, what you call that? Take the copy of the book, but in the book itself it has Jifwa Mulia.
I know.
The new book it has changed.
No, no, this mru, this dirgha ukara, and that side might have not come.
Oh, you mean that? Okay.
Generally, Gita Press, okay, they will not have that many mistakes. But this mu is the dirgha ukara, so that side might have got cut, making PDF. This line, बाह्य प्रयत्न यद्यपि सवर्ण संज्ञायाम अनुपयुक्ताः तथापि वर्णानाम अंतरतम्य परीक्षायाम एषाम उपयोगः बोध्यः. Now बाह्य प्रयत्न, this line later we will understand, and what is the need of all this huge explanation also later we will need it when we will do sandhis and all those things, because that time we need to find out, to choose the appropriate letter when it is said. Now the abhyantara prayatna and bahya prayatna, this is the huge chart. Let's understand. It is just simple, the same thing whatever we have seen, just mentioned in table. So here the first column is abhyantara prayatna. So abhyantara prayatna, sprushta, ishat, sprushta, 5 efforts. Sprushta, ishat, vivruta and samvruta. Then saudhnya means what are the names given to the letters. Sparsha is the name given to ka to ma. Antastha, name given to ya, va, ra, la. Ushma, this name is given to sha, sha, sa, ha. Then swaraha are the ach, a, I, u, ru, ru, e, o, I, o. Then bahya prayatnaha, of them are mentioned in last line. Alpa prana, mahaprana. So first column, these two columns are there. In one column, kachatatapa and khachatatapa are mentioned. So kachatatapa is alpa prana, khachatatapa is mahaprana. Now, vivara, shwasa and aghosha, these bahya prayatnas, these 3 bahya prayatnas belong to kachatatapa as well as khachatatapa. But alpa prana belongs to kachatatapa and mahaprana belongs to khachatatapa. Then again, alpa prana, this gajadadaba, nayananama are alpa prana. And their pronunciation, the bahya prayatna is samvara nada ghosha. So it is common to them. Gajadadaba are mahaprana, but their bahya prayatna is different, samvara nada and ghosha. Gajadadaba gayananama are alpa pranas, they are samvara nada ghosha, but they are alpa prana. Gajadadaba are samvara nada ghosha, but they are mahaprana. This is the difference between them. Then ya, va, ra, la are alpa pranas and they are samvara nada ghosha. Then these sha, sha, sa are mahapranas and vivara, shwasa, aghosha. Whereas hakara is mahaprana as well as samvara, nada and ghosha. Then udatta, anudatta, swarit, this particular saudhnyas belong to all the vowels. So akara will be udatta, anudatta and swarit. Ikara will be udatta, anudatta, swarita. Then hrasva akara, here hrasva akara prayoge samvrutah, it is mentioned here. Prayoge hrasva akara prayoge samvrutah. That much only they have mentioned. That means prakriya dashayam vivrutah. Prakriya dashayam is vivruta. So vivruta is the name which is given here. So all vowels are vivrutas, but hrasva akara is samvruta when it is used in the language. That's what is mentioned in this last column. So that's how this whole chart is. So maybe it becomes confusing that what is there, how to remember everything. So it's fine for now. If everything is remembered and understood properly, that is fine. But later we are going to come back when we are going to do sandhis, or if at all we raise any question and have discussion, that time we will need this discussion where the hakara becomes the synonym, savarna of akara. If it becomes, it should not become actually, and how it should not become, why it should not become, and how it will be, why there is a possibility of becoming savarna of akara. So that discussion will come up. That time we will need this chart. So this much is the about this chart. Now,
one minute.
yes, Swami.
In the last column, last row, first column means second column, that's prishtaha, sparshaha. So they are alpa prana and mahaprana both.
Kachatatapa is alpa prana, Kachatatapa is mahaprana. Here one line should be there between alpa prana and mahaprana, separately given to Kachatatapa and Kachatatapa. First letter of all vargas, first, third, and fifth are alpa pranas. First, when it comes to that 25 letters, first, third, and fifth is alpa prana. Second and fourth is mahaprana. So Kachadatapa, Gajadadaba, Nayananama plus Yaralava, these are alpa pranas. Kachadatapa, Gajadadaba, Sha, Sa, and Ha are mahapranas. Easy technique to remember this alpha prana mahaprana is, we just when we are pronouncing, if it is taking little ear, it is alpa prana. So yara lava, these are they require little ear only. Rasha, Sha, Sa, Ha, Kha, Jha, Dha, Dha, Kha, Cha, Dha, Dha, they are very obvious that they need more prana. So alpa prana mahaprana. This Vivara Samvara, here we may get confused. Shwasa and Aghosha. This Aghosha, Shwasa, Aghosha, Nada, Ghosha. This also helps to understand that how they are separate in different categories. Okay. Should we go to next Sutra, Swamiji? Anudit Savarnasya cha pratyayah. Anudit Savarnasya cha pratyayah. Anudit Savarnasya cha pratyayah. Now this next sutra, again one Saudhnya we are going to study. So all Saudhnyas only we are seeing the names. An Udit Savarnasya cha apratyayah. Now let's come back to the document. There we will split these words. And then it will become helpful. Is it visible, the document? And this first line we will just leave as it is. This pratiyate vidhiyate iti pratyayah avidhiyamanah an udicca savarnasya saudnyasya. First we will see what is an Udit Savarnasya cha pratyaya. The first sutra itself we will split. And then we will split that word also. Ut. And Udit Savarnasya. An and ut it. What is an? An is a, e, u, and r, and then l. Then I, o, a, o, I, au, a, ya. An. I, u, rul, ru, a, o, I, au, ha, ya, wa, ra, and l. So an means these many letters. Then ut it. Ut it. Udit is ut it. What is ut it? So ut it is u, then chu, then tu, then tu, and then pu. Pu, chu, tu, tu, pu means ka varga, cha varga, ta varga, ta varga, and pa varga. Because this nasal swara is it saudnyaka, upadeshe aj anunasika it. Wherever we see this nasal vowel, it should be named as it, and once it is named as it should get disappeared. So it gets disappeared. So ku, chu, tu, tu, and pu, these five are named as ut it because they have ukara inside them. So ku has, here I will take, ku is a plus u. Ukara is there inside it. And it is that ukara is named as it. Therefore, the letter which has u as it is named as udit. So whichever letter has whichever letter as it, or whichever group of letter, or whichever word has one particular letter which becomes or which is named as it, that particular letter or that particular group of letter or that particular word will be named after that letter which is getting it. For example, shap is one pratyaya, and now in this shap, pa becomes it. Pa become it because the sutra was halantyam upadeshe antyam hal itsya. This shap is upadesha, and in this upadesha antya hal means last consonant is pa, and whatever the last consonant comes in all upadeshas, it should be named as it. Now pa is becoming it. So after some time we will remove him. That is different thing. But pa is named as it. Therefore, this whole group, which is shap, is named as pit because pakara is it in that whole group. Therefore, it will be called pit. In this same pratyaya, shap, sha is also it. Lashakvatadhite, there was one sutra. So in the adesha, if there is sha, name it as it. So shakara in this whole group of letters is named as it. And because shakara is named as it, therefore this shap also will be called as shit pratyaya. So this shap pratyaya can be called as pith because pakara in it is named as it. Shap can be called as shit because shakar in that whole group is named as it. So whatever gets named as it in that group of letters or in one particular letter or in one word, then that particular group of letters will be called after that letter which got named as it. Because pa got it soundnya, it name, therefore shab became pith. And also shab has sh as it, therefore shab also can be called as shit pratyay. Now, because ukara in this ka gets name as it, therefore this ku is called it, ut it, because ukara is it in it. Now what is this ta? Until we see the next sutra, it will be difficult to understand what is this, the role of this ta. Just ignore that ta and just understand udit means ukara is it. So ukara is it inside this ka, therefore it is udit. Chakara also has ukara as it inside it, therefore this chu is also called as udit. Tu is also has ukara as it inside that, therefore it is called it. So now come to the main line. The main pankti is like this: an and ut it. The all an which are a, I, u, ru, ru, a, I, o, au, ha, ya, va, ra, la, and udit. What are those udit? Those who have ukara as it, who are those the ku, chu, tu, tu, pu, they are called savarnasya. Avidhiyam, now avidhiyam we have to understand, but okay, anudiccha, this much, so we understood. An and udiccha, an and udiccha. So an and udit, this is the word in the main sutra, and here that anudiccha, here it is coming in vritti. Now that, what happens to that? Savarnasya saudhnya syat. It should become the savarna, the saudhnya, the name of savarna. It should become name of its own savarna. Now savarna word, we already saw the explanation. What is savarna? So savarna we already saw. Savarna saudhnya, those who have same place of articulation and same efforts, those all letters will be named as savarna of each other. Now those letters which are un, means all these a, I, u, ru, ru, a, I, o, au, ha, ya, va, ra, la, all these letters will become name or representative of their savarnis, of their savarna letters. Means what? Akara has how many savarnas? It has 18 savarnas. So akara will become leader of all those 18 akaras. Rasva dirgha pluta, udatta anudatta, swarita plus nasal, rasva dirgha pluta, udatta anudatta, swarita. So all these letters will become the names of all their kinds of all their savarni letters. Also these udit means ku, chu, tu, tu, pu. So ku will become savarni of its own all savarna. It will become, sorry, ku will become name or the leader or the representative of all his savarnis. His savarnis are kha, then ga, then gha and nga. So when only ku is mentioned, that means ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. These many letters we have to understand. When tu is mentioned, ta, tha, da, dha, na, that we have to understand. Because this ku, chu, tu, tu, pu are becoming name. Savarnasya saudhnya syat. They should become saudhnya means name of savarna, of their savarna. Savarna, that which has the same place of articulation and same efforts. Now, what type of an and what type of udit, that is being specified with this one word, which is avidhiyamanaha. So an means ayurulru eo I o hayavarala and kuchu tu tupu. They should be avidhiyamana. They should not be vidhiyamana. Avidhiyamana means what? Sometimes later it will be said that, okay, this particular letter you bring as the substitution for this particular letter. Now, one particular letter is brought as substitution for another particular letter. Now, that which is brought is named or is considered as vidhiyamana. Okay. Now, the letter should be among these letters. Okay, and it should not be vidhiyamana. Vidhiyamana means what? It should not be given or explained by Maharshi Panini ji as substitution or as some agama or adesha. Somewhere it should not be brought by Maharshi Panini ji in any one of those rules. That which is not being brought in these conditions, that particular type of an means ayurulru and kuchu tu tupu will be names of their savarnis. And this is the meaning of vritti. Now the pratiyate vidhiyate iti pratyaya. What is pratiyate vidhiyate? This avidhiyamana, whatever explanation is given, is this pratiyate vidhiyate. But it will be difficult to manage with time. So we'll stop here. Just this much. Avidhiyamana means what? An means what? Udit means what? And how they are becoming name of their savarnis. This much we have to understand. Just understand the word by word, each word, and focus with this line. Then tomorrow we will see what is this line. So once we have understood this avidhiyamana, what is avidhiyamana, then the pratiyate vidhiyate becomes easy. Then we will see what is the rest of the explanation. Here we will stop for today. Swamiji, should we do Shanti Patha? Yes. If there is doubt after this Shanti Patha, can be asked. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om Swamiji. Hari. Is there any doubt in these lines? Now we can see the doubts.
Okay, Naranji, I have no doubt. I was just waiting to see if anybody asks any doubt. That's all.
No.
I'll also Harry. And you can tell them in the next class in your screen on the right hand side, no, whenever you share the screen. On the right hand side, there is a round which says 1 time 1.5 to 2.53. So they can increase the font size according to their requirement. You don't have to change.
How?
They
in their own documents.
See, now when you have, now your screen is shared, right? So on my screen, on the right hand side, there is 1x, 1.52, like, so there is one round and inside that it is written 1x, right?
Okay.
You see on your laptop, phone, it might be difficult. You see in your laptop, you will know. So on the right side, so when you just go to that 1x means then it will enlarge to say 1.5 to 2.53. So you want how much big size font you want, you can change on your own screen. Everybody can change according to their requirement. You got it?
No, I think it is not showing on my because I think I am host or something. Because of that, it might be happening.
Okay.
Okay, maybe next time.
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, Hariom. If
Okay.
I was just trying to see if you want to see it, that's all. You seeing something? Or you seeing just my DP, right?
Yeah, I am seeing your DP as well as
Desktop you
my.
see? That's all, no? You're not seeing my desktop. I don't know how to share screen. But there you see any 1x, 2x on the right side? No.
No.
On your screen? No. Laptop? No.
No.
Okay, but I could see when you're presenting, so you can just check it out later.
Maybe later I will check.
Somebody share. Okay.
Okay. Hariom.
Hariom.